today's walk we're just doing pontburn woods.
Lintzford.
That's the main road. You can hear all the cars. We're just coming through the gate there. It's a woodland trust. They all this deliberately for people to walk along. But we're just walking along through here the day. I don't think we came here earlier on in the year, didn't we?
We've never walked right up though.
No.
It's at the creggs and stuff.
Aye, we didn't go right up to the top.
I mean on the other side we've been all the way up, but not on this side.
Aye.
You would have thought.
We did come here earlier in the year just to have a look at this bit of a pond down there. It's more of a swamp than a pond these days.
As far as we came though, wasn't it?
Aye, we just came in here. Look, there's birds and that there, like, but I didn't know what would be in there. It's when it been private land and the farmers field, you just didn't like the gun in. We've just walked a bit further along the path there. We got out the way of the traffic because you couldn't really hear much.
Yeah,
There's some huge old
you
times in
never
here.
really see a lot nesting in them though. You would think the wood birds, wouldn't you?
Aye, like at the most you might just find a crow's nest or a
but now even if you got the little birds like the faircrest nesting on, you'd think they'd be safer.
Aye, they would be safer up the tops of these trees.
The only thing what would really get them is squirrels, isn't it?
Aye, just them grey squirrels.
Unless they're scared of heights.
It does make you wonder, doesn't it? All these little birds nesting.
You would just think that they would be like up the top of the trees, it would be safer. But we never do. Yeah, we'll head a bit further up anyhow.
Aye, we're coming to the natural woodland.
Right. We're heading up this way, or more down towards the river?
We'll go towards the river and we'll take the bottom path. Because I don't even know if that is a path going up there. Because I've never been along this end before, so...
Yeah, it's just an end, isn't it?
Yeah, aye, just a bit of a clearing. You can smell that rats and stuff out.
Right, you can smell it out. It'll all be dying off now and now. Just smell the garlics and that.
We've just come along, that's the path, but we'll just walk along. And just put the camera back on because we're...
Plenty of birds singing on there.
There's a canny bit.
I mean, we're never going to find them out in nests and eggs and stuff and know it's too late in the year.
We shouldn't, like, unless it's a second or travel.
We've got a good chance of seeing a lot of the young birds, mind.
Oh, aye.
Kind of left the nest and that.
Flies, midges, all. But I don't know if you can hear it yet, but just in there you can... There is the river just down the bottom through the clearance there. That's where we're heading.
It's kind of just opposite where we found the wagtails and the dip. I think of that next little bit waterfall earlier on.
Like the bottom end of chopwell, isn't it?
Just kind of
lintzford. We've come round the other way because it did look good when we were on the other side of the water, but you couldn't get up the other side. It's a bit rough. Some big old pines on this side, no? What haven't been touched? The forestry mustn't be able to get down to these.
Never.
Aye.
I mean, I've been across the other side hundreds of times.
Aye. Now that looks a bit strange now and again. Bit of a gully sort of sinkhole. Well, not even a sinkhole, I don't think, but it was probably all clear now before they planted these trees, and then
I was watching a programme the other day.
Just filled in with
sinkholes, showing you how they work.
Aye.
I reckon it's all the mud. It kind of gets stuck like clay stuff.
Right.
And I think if it dries out and shrinks, and then it just collapses in, doesn't it?
Aye.
Plenty of birds singing on.
Oh, aye. Not too bad. It's actually a canny got spot this. But you can hear the river just down here. You can just hear the river over the top of that wren. But I've spotted something up that tree there. That's what I was just looking at. Is that a little wren making all that noise? Seems like it. just on the side there, that's what I was walking up for. It. It's like a huge squirrel's trace. It's like on the other side of the tree now. It's quite big. Oh, Ren, it sounds really loud now when I've been in this bit of a... It'll probably come across even louder on the camera. Aye. Aye, it'll come across really loud on camera. I can hear voices doing that. They're probably on the other side of the water then. You get a lot of people coming down from Chopwell Wood. Should we walk up this way? Cause that's actually that part down there across the other side where we're...
From the dippers and the...
the dippers and the wagtails. You can get down onto it, down to the water down here, and then be able to see it a bit better like.
So you think these are the sort of places, I like these places because, you know, not many people use them.
Aye.
You know, I was bumping into people with the big dogs and stuff. And
aye, it's not awesome when because they just let the dogs run wild, don't they? When they're in the middle of the woods, they think, oh, there's not going to be anybody there, let the dog off. You're walking a line like this, and then a good Alsatian comes belting around the corner.
Alsatians, it's never there, no, it's worse.
Them pit bulls and that.
Placid dogs compared to the ones what they didn't need.
Aye. Big nasty pit bulls. Tear you to bits.
Big bull mastiff things.
Aye. I was just looking at that. It's splitting that tree there, but there's nothing there. It's a kind of yew tree. Never seen this one from the...
I always fancy getting a bit of yew and trying to make a longbow on it.
Aye.
I'd like to do it one day.
This one would be ideal. There's some good straight branches on there.
Get a good thick branch, haven't you? And a whittle that we'd do.
Ah, you get the white wood and the red wood with them.
Well, I reckon some of these trees are like thousands of years old, aren't they?
Aye. They're definitely...
Years old and stuff, the big ones.
A lot of old names carved into there.
Somebody stuck a fella on the tree. And sparrowhawk fellas or something.
Say that or a red kite.
Aye, that's sort of
Aye, it's one of them. Could be a buzzard now, like, because they've got the blue and white. Because they are flying around. We've actually seen some doing it Roland's Guild, haven't we?
Yeah.
As well, flying around with the kites. Gonna walk down to the water and have a look, see if we can get a little bit of a view. See how far I can get down, like. Not very far. This looks like a bit of a run. Yeah, can't really get any further down. But straight down there with that. That's where we'll find the dippers and the wagtails just up there. There's a bit of a stone platform there of some old building.
And that's what we call the creggs, straight across. It's about a 50 or 60 foot drop, isn't it, from the top of something?
Aye, you can see them just up through there, the rocks.
Used to climb up there as kids.
Aye. We tried to walk along from there earlier on in the year.
We could have got along.
We could have gotten along. It was just this part here what got a bit awkward, didn't it?
Couldn't be bothered to climb along and that.
Aye. Didn't realise it gets a bit easier when you get to here. Didn't realise it was that easy there. It was just them bits there. They were quite awkward since we tried to get into there. But since we're getting up on a run there, we would have been doing it on that ledge.
Walk a bit further through the wood, like.
Aye, we're going a bit further up.
Big dog, at least it's on the other
Aye,
side.
it's up on the top of them hills. It's doing through there, man, little bits of rocks there. I'm trying to actually find it, aren't I? It's hiding behind the branch, aren't I?
See it on there. Can you see it?
Oh, I've got it. Trying to keep the camera still at the same time. Hasn't got much of the, the white on there.
That's not very bright compared to normal.
No. There must be more than at this time of the year. But they still breed at this time of the year, no? It hasn't went very far. We'll have a little look and see if we can spot a nest like.
You can hardly see the white. Isn't that a young one?
It is either a young bird or it's just a.
Because the white isn't standing at tall.
No, it
Not
looks.
even really white.
It looks like a dirty grey from where I'm looking here. I think lost half its feathers if it's gone through a mold at the same time. I don't know. I'm just having trouble focusing in properly on it. I don't know if it's got stuff in its beak or if it's got a yellow beak. You know, like a young bird. I think that's what it is, just a young bird. That's why it hasn't flew away very far. Just sitting there preening itself. It probably is just a young bird like now, how they didn't get that full white colour until the year after. It'll be more white this year and then it'll look nice and bright next year.
Could even be from the nest what was born.
I hope on that just up. Aye, just doing that. Probably just picking its own little feeding territory. It's nice just to watch them, you know, the way they're preening itself, it's oiling its feathers, because they're waterproof feathers, aren't they?
Normally when we've been watching you can see the eyes flashing to white.
Aye, they've got like a film on with eyes, haven't they, where because they can see underwater.
It's like really white, wasn't it, when we were watching them earlier on?
Aye, when they blink.
Flashes of white. But I can't really see it happening on that one.
I'll have to watch it back on the computer and just see if it does blink a few times, and because it's hard to tell on this little camera right now when you've got like a.
Aye, but you could see it when your naked eye when they were doing it the last time.
Aye.
You could see them.
It'll still have a. It'll still be a deed even though it's a young bird. That's away now.
That's definitely a young one, like I would have said, do you think?
Aye. It actually looks kind of good. You can see all the rocks up through the trees there now. And we used to climb them when we were kids. Right along these bank sides and that and climb up there. I don't know what we're expected to find, like, we'll see.
Maybe just looking for whatever was spotted, really, yeah.
Aye.
I mean, we've seen the dipper there and that.
Aye.
What about... Yeah.
Aye, but this actually looks good enough for fishing and that, doesn't it?
I've never tried fishing up there, right?
No, I've never. It looks suitable to cross in places, you can see the bottom there and that. We've got deep little runs in it, which would be ideal for the trout. You did get brown trout, but you mostly get the rainbow in here, didn't you?
They didn't stop the brown trout, did they?
No, they just
the river.
Just wild, aye, the brown or wild trout, but it's...
Stop the rainbow.
Ah, they stopped all the rainbow in it. How about some nice little pools? Good little swims for the fish. Now you've got a better view of the rocks, yeah. When we were doing the bottom earlier on in the year, we looked up here and you could see these when there wasn't any leaves on the trees. From the distance we looked up at them. Because we were standing up on the top of there, weren't we?
I were up there. Because we looked up and we went in looking for something.
Aye.
If you had a nut hatch or something.
Aye, we did have a nut hatch, aye. It's just, I'll try and get a bit...
So I'll start on there, having a look too.
Aye. I actually went a bit too close to the edge. Scared of heights and I still went through. But it all looked kind of loose and dangerous in places. Because we were saying they're about 60 foot high. And so they're probably at least 60, aren't they? They're high then.
Probably 60.
And they're gone quite far around the corner. You get dippers nesting out, like in there. That's probably where them dippers
They
were.
never nest higher up, you have dippers. And I'm one of the weird birds didn't often nest higher up the trees. Dippers, you always seem to find them, though. You think
Like close to the ground, like
I'm
just
not sure
within a few feet.
Now, like, you think they'd nest halfway up there?
Aye, because that looks brilliant enough now, like all the way up in that mossy stuff, because they're hiding amongst the moss.
Maybe it's the bee, but
Aye, there could be one up there.
you're obviously going to find the low ones, I suppose.
Aye. Aye, but for some reason they do like the nest just under like little rock, just
Low.
aye, run about 6 foot off the ground. Same with the wagtails, you would we have found them high up a couple of times, but not right up there for some reason. And you think we'll be safer for them.
We'll have a good stroll up there.
Aye, this looks funny up ahead. It's slippy. Last time we were doing here, we seen a load of ducks up on this corner, didn't we? But it's like,
seen the young ducks though.
no, we've never seen a single one. I can never remember this bit, you know, like how this looks good, like a bit of a rapid there, and it's good enough for fishing. And I did used to walk in here all the time, every year. As a kid on the other side, you would struggle doing, and you'd probably get wet, but you must be getting wet because you can't get one there, can you? Who's getting wet? There's no water on this side, there's always the other side. I'm looking across there with the camera, but it's all bricks and boulders and all kinds on this side, and I'm stumbling all over. Well, I always walk up here hoping to see something like an otter or a mink. Aye. Seen the footprints loads of times. That's what I'm looking for. I've seen the mink loads of times.
On the rivers, because I think a lot of them escape from the mink farms, did they not?
Mink farms doing south, aye.
And they're escaped, and that's how they're putting the rivers, and then all the fishing went rubbish.
Aye.
All the water things, got off the water.
Well, the mink would chase you now. They were chasing all the kids fishing.
Got rid of most of the mink, because everything seems to be picking up again. Like the more hens and the I don't know, fishing's getting that much better.
I still think even the likes of I've just seen the great wagtail flying up there. Heard it chopping on, but you would think the otter. How many fish would an otter have to eat? No, because it's a big animal.
It's probably not as many as the minks. I think there was a lot of mink though, wasn't it?
Aye. There's a lot of people's footprints around here. I'm looking to see if I can see any otter tracks anywhere. See if there's any dog ones at the same time, because it's...
That wouldn't have, that would be otter, it would be a dog though.
That's a bit big, isn't it?
I would have clue any what do you know what otter's footprint looks like?
They're a bit smaller than that.
Right, but I mean...
No, there's
small,
they're quite far apart, aren't they, from like there across to there. Which them last ones, I've seen them. Oh, it looks like someone's actually been camping here, doesn't it? Good little camp spot. Building a fire on the rocks and that. I don't think there's many people going camping these days in the wild.
Well, you're not allowed, are you?
Yeah. They would complain.
You've got to camp in campsites and which out of night because you're not allowed to build fires and out.
Aye.
Even if it's all a bit boring.
Aye.
I prefer to be in the woods like on a night. Should be nice fire guys.
We'll just come up on the path sides here. You can see where people have been putting our names on the trees there. I've been doing it for a good few years, looking at them. But just behind us here, you can see where they've been camping. There's a bit of a grid there, what they've been using for fire. But they've left all the mess behind, like, haven't they?
I know, that's what spoils it, isn't it?
Aye.
They took all the rubbish with them.
Even bits of broken glass, bottles. Dangerous.
I mean, we were just saying before, you're not allowed to camp in the woods. This is probably a lot of the reason why, because people just leave all the...
Just all the rubbish all over the place. They've just burnt it all. Doesn't even look like we've bad enough. If they've even tried to bag it.
No, they haven't, have they?
It's been recently, because there's a couple of fresh onions there. There's one there.
They're not really not fresh.
They're not.
Probably
they're
a
not
few
too
weeks
fresh.
old.
It's been this year when they've done it though. Like these last few months, last few weeks, I would say. Before the spades.
Empty bottle of vodka.
Yeah. Or if you want to call it vodka, I don't know what the hell that name is. There's been a good gang of them sitting. I'd say that, or they've just been sitting having a drink, and a bit fish or something.
Maybe a drink.
Yeah, because it doesn't look like they've been. Right, saying that they might have been camping, because there's even more rubbish doing on the bankside doing there. Cups, and there was a burnt wood gas bottle. I think they've just hid all the rubbish in the fire. There was a burnt wood gas bottle from all the little gas fire stove ones. They must have put that in the fire.
If you've got a hot in the fire, the can's actually going
Aye. They've just burnt all it. Burnt everything. It's a grey wagtail just sitting over there.
Is the colour looking different to when we've seen them early on in the year?
They gone through a mould in the summer. Aye, they lose all them bright colours.
They can look lighter, don't they?
Aye, they look definitely a bit of a different colour.
That one's just across there. There it is, flying up there. It's just flew by there.
I can hear another one a bit further down now. Is that a kingfisher? Because we heard a kingfisher now at the same time.
Well, I seen one. Well, we seen them quickly fly past, didn't we?
I don't know if that's...
I'm wondering if that's for the nest across here somewhere where they both...
Aye, but there's a pair here. But I don't know if that's a young bird down there, what you can hear. I just don't know if they've got young ones or it's down on them rocks in the bottom, whatever it is. Aye, there's two in that tree just there.
What's that?
And that's a third wagtail. See that branch in the water? Like the bottom one, you can see them bobbing up and doing. There's three of them.
Yeah, but just the young.
Aye, they've got young birds. Aye, there's three of them all together. Aye, there's a whole bunch of them.
Well, we're going to sit over and see what we can try and get it.
Aye, when we're kids, right, I'm saying we're kids, how old would we have been?
Well, we were kids, were 14, 15,
Aye.
30 years ago or something.
Aye, the first time we came up here camping.
It's just for the weekend, wasn't it?
Aye, there's a clearance over there, you can come down through Chopwell Wood, the footpaths bring you down. And we crossed over the water at the Shallows Port, and that has to be here because the rest's too deep.
Well, I think it was here, but it's like I said, that 30 years ago, all these little trees and everything out was pretty clear, wasn't it?
And it was all rocky, sort of, but there wasn't as overgrown inside here either. It was a nice summer's day. It was that same week when that Chernobyl blew up. Because we got all that fallout rain. It was a red hot summer's
Well, you were
week.
swimming in the river and stuff, wasn't you?
Aye, just a little bit further up. Aye, it was funny.
But I think it wasn't that late on the year either. I'm sure it was just on the Easter holidays.
It was, it was early. It was definitely early. Because it was that exact same. We were out here when that Chernobyl place blew up now in Russia. It was that same week.
You used to often get Christmas around the April, didn't you?
Aye. But we camped on this flat spot over here.
So my kids, as soon as you got a bit of sun, they got like above 15 degrees, that was it.
Oh, straight out. Aye. I was definitely in this flat. But we'll always remember that, like, because it's them first nights it rained by the no, it was the first couple of nights it was canny, wasn't it?
I was out.
We stayed out for like 3 nights or something now. And then I think it was the last night or something, it absolutely hoided doom and rain. Like the day before now, it just didn't stop raining. We're totally drenched. It sort of put a block on the fishing. And the camping. We're stuck in the tent all day, all night, all morning. But I'm sure this was the area. Possibly it was. I'm just not even sure what kind of butterfly it is.
Right, we didn't really know butterflies, do we?
No.
Yeah, somebody might know what it is, but I'm just quoting it just because it's there, must see this.
We're actually in the meadow.
There's all the little bees getting the nectar.
Those are the bumblebees, like little wasps or whatever, yeah.
I reckon
some
they're
type of
getting a
bee.
bit scarce at the minute compared to what they used to.
Aye. The protected sort of one, like introducing them.
Right now, there's not half as many as what they used to be.
Aye, they had some type of disease, it was killing them off or something, or stopping them from breeding, or something like that, affecting the queens.
So do you think it's bees what help spread the...
Everything, no? So we do basically need them, aye.
All the way, like some flowers and stuff.
You're normally scared of wasps and bees and that, like, but when you're walking through these places, they just don't even bother.
I don't think bees is that bad, it's more wasps what's a bit more...
Yeah, aye.
Wait, it's bees. Bees sting you to die, didn't you? Bees.
Aye.
You just die down, sting you.
Carrion crow just jumped up there.
Wasps and wait out and just sting you.
Yeah.
As much as you want, right?
It's a female chaffinch, but its head's hiding behind the branch. I'll get a little bit further down. I think I've just heard the male in the tree behind us.
We did find a nest of one of them, but it didn't have anything, did it?
It was just on building,
We meant to
wasn't
come back to it, but whenever...
Aye. I've just heard the male in here. But they could just be here feeding, like, because it's you see all this caterpillar stuff, it's like cobweb, and they're full of like young caterpillars, aren't they?
Caterpillars there? No, they're not. Well, them were ones on used to be full of little beetles, and I used to get them, didn't you?
Aye, but these, you get them on these, and they're generally full of caterpillar. Like. Now them green things that you get all the small
I remember the
birds.
similar sort of stuff that I used to get most full of little beetles.
I don't know.
Was a similar thing.
Aye.
Little black beetles.
Alright, I've never noticed them ones. I've only ever gotten them ones now when they've been full of them, and then you pull them to bits and hold them in the water for the fish. Or you see all the small birds bouncing around getting them. Now there's the male up there. I will just come up through the fields and that, and like from the river back to the beginning on the path here. Yeah. Couple of old pigeons' nests in there. 2 or 3 of them. Did hear a little robin there. I don't know where it's gone. There's quite a few small birds kicking around in here. Ah, there's the robin again. I sort of half expected to see something on that pond there, but even on the way in, on the way back and all, it's just not there. We walked around the top of that field there. I was going to have a look in them sheds to see if there's any swallows' nests in them. Because there was some birds flying around, but when the horse has been there, it didn't bother. As you get the pied wagtails in there now, as well as the swallows, I should say. Just in there, you can just see that it's a male blackcap because it's got the black cap. Female has the brown on it.
Well, I'd just seen that one before, that's why we started looking, but it must have been the female one I'd seen as it was just plain.
I didn't think we've got many good shots of a blackcap anyways, really, so this one...
Yeah.
It's a little bit shaky, like, because I'm doing a free hand, but I've got a little bit of a leaf in front of us, but I can't really see it.
Kind of mention his focus again.
Oh no, not this time, it's just a bit of a leaf. I couldn't see its heat properly. Oh, I've lost the bird now. I know it's still there, like.
See this clear as out there.
I got it.
It's trying to make its way back into this kind of ivy stuff from the
It's just around the back of it. Oh, it's just way along the back there now.
I'm not sure if that was a different one, but back there, wasn't it? It'll definitely have a nest in there somewhere. Like,
it's
hard to find it. Like,
hard to find. It's just too thick and didn't want to destroy it by trying to get in there and finding it. Yeah, but it's a little bit of a pond there, and we're sort of back along to the end of the road now, to where the car is. So this is like the end of this little nature walk. Seen a little bit of wildlife, had a good walk out really, up to the river and that again.
Trying to see something when we come out.
Aye. There's always some wildlife somewhere.